Sound. Just try. Yes, here we go. Yes, here we go. The sound is right now. The sound is right as we are still waiting for the other members of the Pan Africanist podcast. As we are still waiting for the other members of the Pan African podcast. I apologize. This is unannounced. This is an unannounced live broadcast, but there's an issue we need to discuss as Pan Africanist, and that is, where do we put land acquired? Where do we put land bought? Tabang Dumela. Wa mogegile tsena ka mogare, kgoro e bulegile, monyako o ipulegetse, tsena ka mogare. Thank you so much. Where do we put land acquired, and where do we put land bought, land obtained? Where do we put land that was in white ownership pre-1994? Let's leave the big, small words and say before 1994. As you are coming in, if indeed you are a Pan-Africanist, indeed you are a pro-Black person, if indeed you are here because you love the channel, click the like button. I know we are going to get haters. I know we are going to get a lot of white people on the channel talking nonsense on the comment section. It happens each and every week. It's something that we are used to. Our colonizers are not happy with the fact that we are waking up and looking for to take back what is rightfully ours. Chosen One, KwaZulu-Natal is in the house. Thank you so much. I'm asking the question, where do we put, I did a video just now. The video actually triggered me doing this live, an interview of Vuyo Lechi Zongula, the president of the ATM. And by doing that video, I realized that political parties don't actually have a straightforward answer to what are we going to do about the land that is acquired, bought, obtained before 1994 by our colonizers. What are we saying to that? Because the question that was asked in that podcast, the name of the podcast is State of the Nation by this other white guy. And in that podcast, the guy asked a question. If I have bought my land as a white person, I have bought my land legally, I have a title deed as a white person, I own the land. The land is mine according to the ownership of the land, whether it be residential, a farm, a mine, a mining area, but it's hectares of land that I'm owning. As a white person, I have acquired this land. I have purchased this land, whether from a black person or from another white person, but I have proof of purchase and I have a title deed as a white person. But this title deed is before 1994. What do we say about that? King, we must just want our land back without any apologies. Let me get my grepatla yaka ka speed. Ziyakhala manje. Umuntu makasafuna land without any apologies, then ziyakhala manje. Ziyakhala. Politicians are not answering this question. My Pan-Africanist brothers and sisters, politicians are not answering this question. I'm going to try to keep up with the comment section today. Politicians are not answering this question. What do we do? What do we say about the land that was bought before 1994? Simple in Tabangi says the land must the land bank must account as it is an instrument. There is one perspective there. The land bank was used at that time to purchase and give the land rights to people. Ladies and gentlemen, if sizofuna ukudebata land that was acquired before 1994, sigcwele ngokudlala. Sigcwele ngokudlala. If usifuna ukudebata into etshontshiwe, any receipt. Have you seen these tsotis that go to Markham's and Mr. Price and Total Sport, and they steal the clothes with the branding and the price tag on, and they come and sell it to you in the streets? If we wanted to debate stolen goods that has receipts and price tags on them, then we as Africans still have a long way to go. We still have a long way to go, ladies and gentlemen. If we are indeed serious about the land issue, because there's two problems, two fundamental problems I'm having, and someone kind of explained it to me today. The state owning the land part, he actually made it. He made it make sense to me. Let me try to remember what he said, because my issue was, if indeed the land was stolen by the white people from black people, and the land is now in the white people's hands, they are using it to obtain wealth, to abuse us as African people. You will see on the video I'm going to drop tomorrow. I gave you guys some serious numbers, the land audit, the latest land audit, what does it say, and all of that. If indeed we want to take back that land, and the government takes the land and takes it into its own ownership, meaning the whole of South Africa except for residential area. And remember, when we come to residential, we must specify what percentage or how many meters or hectares is defined as residential. We must speak about that. Let me get to the comment section. Why is the land such a big issue? Why do we focus on more serious things like fixing? Oh yeah, listen, the land is a serious issue, because when you are born, you need land. When you go home, you need land. When you go to school, you need land. When you need a hospital, you need land. When you get a car, you need land. When you die, we need to bury you on land. Land is everything. And eventually, when you die, the best thing you can leave behind is land. Don't ask stupid question on the comment section, please. Don't ask stupid question. There is no other more important thing than land in any black discussion, in any colonized country. There is no more important topic than land. You understand? Take the land back now. We want this land. Guyana in the house. Guyana in the house. Abshay. Now Guyana is in the house, guys. Guyana is where my father comes from. I was actually there December. I've never enjoyed myself like that. It's been years since I went to Guyana. Enjoyed myself there. I've got cattle there. I've got land there. Woo, I'm enjoying myself. Guyana border is my home. It's my home. That's where my father comes from. Again, we have to discuss land, because you cannot talk about you cannot call a place home if your ancestors never stayed or owned the land there. You understand what I'm saying? It's important to speak about land. So I'm asking you guys on the comment section, please don't forget to click the like button, guys. It helps the live. It helps to show YouTube that there are Pan-Africanists in this channel, and it spreads it everywhere. Even in America, everyone can see this. As long as you like it and you give it a like, I will appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. And are we going to take back the land that was stolen, bought, obtained, purchased, whatever, before 1994. Before 1994. Land is a big issue to us. Yes, land is a big issue to us as Africans. Land is a big issue to us as Africans. So I'm saying to you guys, listen to me very well. Politicians, and I know our current politicians simply don't have the backbone. They always want to be politically right. They always want to, say things in the right way. They always want to say things in a right way. They're trying to do, they're trying to run away from answering the answer straight. The bottom line is this. In South Africa, the Dutch people arrived here, Van Niekerk, is it 1652, by ship, and then there were other arrivals before that. The Portuguese got here first. The Arab actually came here via Mozambique. There were other arrivals before that, but the most famous arrival and recorded date is that one of 1652, where Jan van Rensburg came here, and that's where all our problems started. From that idiot and his group of men that came here, and they came here without enough women and started raping our women and started killing our people. They came here in the disguise that they are just coming to land in the coast and do trades with us, refresh and do whatever they need to do and go. But they never left, because Eden, Al-Kabul land, the name of Africa. Al-Kabul land is a land of Eden, and it has everything that you need. They never left. Since 1652, they never left. It's not the government, the largest landowner in South Africa. No, the government owns 13% of the land. If you don't believe me, please just type Land Audit South Africa on your Google, and you will see a PDF document from the Department of Rural Land Reform. You will see it there. Government owns only 13% of the land of South Africa. Okay, so it's not a myth, it's not an opinion, it's not. I'm not saying I'm not thumb sucking numbers. I've got the what you call the document open actually here, because I was just doing a video about it. So you can go and check the document. Government does not own anything more than white people themselves. White people own our land in South Africa, 75%. Here is it, land audit report. Okay, land audit report. Land audit report. And you can go on page, I think it's page 8, I believe, that I was speaking about, and then you will see what is going on there. They audit the land, I believe, every 5 years or something like that, but you do get reports each year that shows you how far they are with the report. So you can do that one. It will show you the numbers that white people actually own South Africa. Okay, it will show that. Tara Musli is the origin of this nonsense. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it. In the discussion. It's been 15 minutes now. So I'm saying to you guys, ladies and gentlemen, we need King. The problem we are facing is that our people lack political theory to understand how important the land issue is. My brother, listen to me. The apartheid system continues to work till today. the apartheid system continued to work till today. And the reason it continues to work till today is because an alternative system and a way of life was never presented. There was never an exchange. We never actually changed our education system. We never actually changed the way we pray, we seek our God, going back to how we Africans were always spiritual. We never changed our laws. We are still submitting our kings and ourselves, our African tribal people, into Roman Dutch law. We are still studying those laws. We are still seeing Americans. We are still seeing Americans, what you call, as better people. We still see Caucasian people as better people. We still view Russia as a superior country. We still view Europe as a superior country. We still view China as superior country. That never changed. And inside South Africa, the apartheid system, it says now white is superior to black people, and white people continuously carried themselves that way by the state. It says 24%. That's not true. Okay, but anyway, 24% is not a lot of percentage, even if we had to debate 24%. The one that I saw says it says 13%. Most farming, right? Yeah, mostly farming. But we're here to discuss. We're here to discuss with our African people, and we don't listen. I'm not here to speak to anyone that's not African. I'm not here to debate anything with people that are not African. Anyone can just type there and just see the numbers themselves. Anyway, so the alternative system was not given to us as Africans. We never went back to the Ubuntu system that we have, loving each other, protecting each other, patriotic to each other. If all for one and one for all is an African parable, you understand? It's either you take us, you kill us all, or you save us all. We never sacrifice one. And that comes from us taking care of our cattle and our sheep and everything. We will go back and look for the one cattle and leave the 100 that are not lost, and we will go look for the one that is lost. The African spirit has died completely, and we are trying to resurrect that thing. But I want to tell my politicians that we should not be scared of saying anything that was obtained before 1994 was illegal. Anything that was obtained before 1994 was illegal. By the way, I am part of the Department of Agriculture. I work for the state. So I don't debate the land issue actually with people that don't know what is going on. I stay in the biggest province in South Africa, and the biggest province in South Africa is the Northern Cape. And the Northern Cape is 77% owned by white families when it comes to the hectares. The exact number in Northern Cape. Let me give you the exact number in Northern Cape. We are talking about 11 million hectares in Northern Cape. Northern Cape is big, ladies and gentlemen. You can drive 1,700 kilometers in one province. Northern Cape is big. You have no idea. Northern Cape is a country, it's not a province. Oh, I work the full length of this country, the full stretch of this province, I mean, and I'm telling you, Northern Cape is big. If you can get white people owning 11 million hectares, you can just imagine. So yes, my African people. So we need to consider everything that was obtained before 1994 as illegal. And we need to come up with a new system as Africans, as a way of life. You understand? I saw also Vuyo Zongula and other what you call politicians like Gayton McKenzie saying, listen, the death penalty must come back. And Vuyuzungula actually makes a point that uh, kind of almost persuades me to agreeing with him when it comes to the death penalty. He says the death penalty is already in the streets, is already in our townships. People are dying, innocent people are dying and assassinated mahala by these Inkabis and whoever is killing whoever. But my question will be then, the death penalty actually at the end will only kill the poor and black people. I'm not saying it's only them that commit those crimes, because everyone kills everyone. You'll find Indians killing other Indians. You'll find what you call whites killing other whites, and what's not and what's not. But I'm saying to you, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, when we look at who the death penalty will be aiming at, it will be black people. It will be black people. I promise you, because economically, our people don't have another alternative. Not making it an excuse, but that's what they are stating as Inkabi, to say they've got no land, they've got no job, they've got no qualification, nothing, so they will kill each other. Shocking. 1994 vote that led to drafting the constitution must be declared null and void. Yes. Have you watched the mom EFF? Okay, I saw into the picture of the interview. I have not watched it. Do you think I'm gonna get something interesting there? I love that woman. I will watch it actually tonight when I get time. When I get time, I'll watch it today. Yes, I also say, and I agree with you, we must consider anything that is in that constitution when it comes to the land question, null and avoid, because it doesn't make sense that we're going to debate this thing. Let's start first by taking the land, all of it, put it in the hands of the state. But when the state transfers the land to African people, and everyone actually, but Africans will obviously get more land. Let it be permanent transfer. It must not lease the land to black people. We are not coming here to be living on a land that is leased. I don't trust this Patriotic Alliance. No, no, you must not play around with those people. Leave Patriotic Alliance alone. Gayton McKenzie does not know politics. He thinks that running a business is like running a country. He knows nothing about politics. But for me, I always tell my colored brothers and sisters that vote for Gayton, because he's fighting for colored rights, and the colored voice has finally emerged again because of Gayton McKenzie. So I don't have a problem with colored people voting for the Patriotic Alliance. Doesn't make a difference for me. Coloreds also are like 8% of the population of South Africa, and they are divided. They are divided like black people into many other political parties. You find them in the DA, in the ANC, in the EFF. You find them everywhere. So colored people as a whole don't vote for one party, and that's the problem with colored people and white people also. They also have that problem. They are not in one party. They are divided into like 4 parties or 5 parties, and also independence. It's just pure nonsense. Yes, because the courts are politically playground for the rich people. So the death penalty will not work. Yes, the death penalty will be completely for black people. That's what is going to happen. Our black brothers will be killed every month because of their economy, the difficulty that they have economically. And again, I say I don't make that an excuse. Um, I say there is even a worse scenario to place them in a prison where they don't want to. Like you treat a dog like a dog. You put a dog in a cage. You put a dog in a place where it can eat. A dog in a place where there's no toilet, and that dog will wish for the gift of death, and they will not find it because it will come slow. For me, I say that's the way of killing them slowly, and making sure that you show them that taking another person's life is absolutely unacceptable in our country. That's one of the reasons that immediately important judges Hlophe and refuse to use the apartheid judgments as precedents, which is valid, which is a valid point. Yes. Excuse me, man. I can't see properly. I don't know what's wrong with my eyes. Yes. Yes. Judge John Kloppe would say, listen, why must I quote a case study of anything that happened in the 80s and the 70s, or something that happened in America or in Europe? It does not apply to what is happening to us here as Africans. It does not apply to African customs. It does not apply to African rules. We as Africans view things different. We as Africans live a different way. So we don't have to as Africans submit ourselves to Roman Dutch law. I don't understand it. All the countries in Africa submit themselves under Roman Dutch law. All of them is pure rubbish. Well, someone has to wake up at some point and say enough is enough. We as Africans, we don't want to submit ourselves to anything that has to do with Caucasian people, how they live. It is very good that they have the laws. Let them practice those laws there. You know, it is their laws. If they want homosexuality, let them, let them preparate themselves in their asses all they want. Let them do whatever they want with their children. Let them do whatever, and we will respect whatever they are doing. But when it comes to our children, when it comes to our way of life, we don't want that system. We don't want to operate with those people. We want our own African laws, and we as African people, we've got the brains that are there that can sit down and draft a constitution and draft laws that are African related. And African people, when they hear the law, they don't, they don't question it because it's the way of life as Africans. So we as Africans must come right to those things. Polygamy has been made evil, but dating another, the same sex person has been glorified, and we are marrying these people in our African countries. This was not normal as African people. We were not doing this. And, I'm sick and tired of us as Africans submitting ourselves constantly to this type of rules. King, who and what, let me hear what my brother says, Babo. Who and what take you to the court? Tell them we are not going down with the fight, and we will sue them. Okay, I got two. Actually, I got two emails. One was from a judge I spoke about here in the channel, but this was 7 months ago, and the judge says they don't like what I said about them. It is character defamation of character, and they are going to open a case. Well, they wanted me to apologize. I rewatched the video and I apologized to the judge. I said, listen, my judge, I can see where you might have been offended by what I said. So I apologize. It's a black lady. I have the emails. I'm just waiting for them to actually give me a court date so that I can address them. I can address them by name. But for the respect of the fact that they haven't taken that step, because they said they will send their lawyers. I gave them my lawyer's details. I said, listen, don't even beat around the bush. Here's my lawyer's details. Here's Antonio. The issue that she had is that my video was put on TikTok, of which I don't have a TikTok account. And that TikTok clip has got, she says, more than 10 million views. I don't have a TikTok account. I don't post. I'm not on TikTok. And then that's why she had a problem. She said it's been viewed by millions of people. I said, well, I don't have control over that. I am not sorry for what I said. I am sorry that it offended you, but I still stand by my words. So if you want to continue with the lawsuit, please, by all means, do so. So that's what happened there. But like I said, in due time, I will speak about that. I will speak about that and this other stupid politician that I don't even want to give my attention to. I'm just waiting for them because some of them, they think we are here playing around and not knowing what we are doing. They underestimate us. This one probably does not have lawyers. This one probably does not know anything about law and the freedom of speech, how far it stretches and all of that. And I've seen people speak worse things about them and everything. So for me, you guys know I've got a legal advisor on my channel. I had a legal advisor before I even was monetized on YouTube. Understand? Because I've got people that are close to me that are in that field. So there's two places where you will not catch me sleeping is when it comes to books and when it comes to legal advice. I am covered when it comes to that. And of course, if you come physically, you're going to get your mother. Anyways, they take everything, even booty. Kuluma, isiZulu, and ngazi uthini na uthini ngikhuluma izulu nje phela abanye abantu angeke bangizwisise mangakhuluma izulu nje phela. Rwanda is in the house. Rwanda, my Rwandan people, leave the Kenyan people alone, and we are in solidarity when it comes to the genocide that happened in your country. We are with you, my African people, and you, Rwanda, Kenya, not Kenya, man. Yeah, Kenya, not Kenya, Congo. Why am I saying Kenya? Congo and Uganda, please unite, guys. Africans, stop killing each other there. Stop with this M32 wars and all this Houthis and Tutsis killing each other. Can we just stop, my African people there? Who will control the land if we put it in the hands of the government? Politicians, trust me, we will go back to asking ourselves why only Sotho and Ndebele are benefiting more than others. That's the truth. That's the truth, Tamsan. We cannot trust the politicians. We can't say the land must be under the government. That nonsense must not happen, because what is going to happen is that when the EFF is in control, it's going to obviously support and favor certain ethnic groups, certain tribes, certain clans. And then when the ANC is in control, it's going to support, and it's going to be that type of a situation. We don't want that in South Africa. Then when the PA is in control, where they are in control, they're going to favor colored people only and a few blacks and all of that, and then some whites and all of that. We're going to be continuously playing a cash-up game as Africans if we leave the land in politicians. We love our politicians. We want them to run government administration stuff, but we don't trust them enough to give them their land. Give me my land. Let me know this is my land. The problem politicians have, they don't want to tell us to our face that actually black people, we don't trust you with the land. That's why we're not giving it to you. Because the white apartheid government gave unapologetically so white people the land without any apology. They gave them the land. So for me, I'm saying give the people the land. King, who are you voting for between EFF and MK? You confuse us sometimes. I'm voting for the EFF. I'm confusing you because I'm not party related. I'm not party orientated. I'm not party affiliated with any political party. I'm a Pan-Africanist. I love my African people. So when I speak about the MK, you would think, wow, King is MK. When I speak about EFF, you would also think, wow, King is EFF. When I speak about, when I criticize the EFF, you would think King does not like Julius Malema. When I criticize the MK, you would think that I don't like Jacob Zuma. But one thing for sure, I love my African people. So far, I have not been yet persuaded not to vote for the EFF. They have points that I don't agree with. They have points that I strongly disagree with them, but I think they tick more boxes for me than the other political parties. Like I said, the whole team for me as the EFF, when I look at about Dalempofu, Mbisane Njosi, Tambo, Busisiwe Mkhobane, Shibambo, and all, the whole team makes sense to me. The team. Even if you take Julius Malema away, the team makes sense to me. So when I look at MK, I love the MK. I love what they are saying about land. I love what they are saying about many things, about the customs being changed, the laws being changed. I love Ubabum Sholozi. But when I look at the team, like, yeah, but maybe I don't know, might just give them a provincial vote and give the EFF a national vote. I don't know what's going to happen, but I am leaning to the EFF without, and I've never beat around my bush when it comes to answering that question. So EFF it is for me. EFF 2024, but Malema must take all land, not some. Malema is not taking any land according to what he said. I promise you that one. Good day, King. I have been following you for quite some time now. Don't be afraid to speak your mind, my brother. Your content is good. I just want to disagree regarding the death penalty. Yeah, the death penalty is a thing. If listen, we can disagree with the death penalty. Please make your point so I can hear. What is it that you are disagreeing with. Like I said, Uvuyo Zungula, when he spoke about the death penalty, it made sense for me why he wants the death penalty. And the reason he said that, he said, people are already being sentenced to death. When a Inkabi comes to a family and kills everyone, even the dog, those people suffered a death penalty. Without a court, without trial, without going to prison, they suffered a death penalty. So when he said that, it touched a nerve in my heart to say, yeah, you've got a point there. You've got a point there. But I say the death penalty will only affect the black people. There is another question that I wish maybe you can clarify. Recently heard that there is oil found in South Africa, and why is it not public? It's not public because they are still discussing how and who must own these oil reserves. I told people, I said, the coal that is found in Mpumalanga has got more the reserves that are still underground, not those that are mined already. The reserve of coal found in Mpumalanga is such of a nature that it can support the government and and carry the GDP of our country without any problems. The coal alone, we have other minerals in South Africa. Yes, I did see the discovery of oil. In fact, it's been years now that they spoke about it. It's not a new thing. But I'm saying to you, who will own them? It won't be black people, I promise you. It will be white elites and a few black individuals just to color the thing there. And voting for the EFF is voting for MK. The EFF represents MK in court. If you, yeah, I agree with this point. If the executive leadership can work together, what's stopping the masses from on the ground. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much for putting it like that. And I totally agree with you. Who's this? Based on the true story. Thank you so much. Based on the true story, you are quite all right. EFF and Mkhonto Wesizwe very closely related, and we must stop being divided as African people. Who are you voting for? Why are you not voting for these people? Those political parties, they're the same. Give one a national vote, and wherever you stay, according to the presence of the EFF, not the EFF, the presence of that political party, being it the ATM, you'll hear when I drop the video about the ATM tomorrow morning, you will hear I specifically say, if you are a confused person, you don't know who to vote for, especially nationally, give the vote to ATM. Those people, they are in the same boat. What is Amanda saying? Amanda is saying, I really think the ACDP are the only party that really cares about every individual. Racism has no place if we want, uh, um, if we are going to succeed in the nation. The ACDP has released a statement because John Steenhuisen made a careless statement, this week, and said, listen, we as the DA don't mind going in talks with the ANC. Now, when we come to the Moonpack, what do they call it? Moonpack nonsense, multi-party charter. That's what they call it, their official name. When they signed their memorial of a referendum or memorial of understanding, they said no party in the multi-party charter, the Moonpack short, now no party there is allowed to be in talks with the ANC. So the ACDP came out very angry, saying, listen, we are going to act against the DA if the DA ever gets into talks with the ANC. Listen, the DA, John Steenhuisen, if he's clever and if he's wise, he knows that this is the last chance he will get close to being in any shape, way, or form in power in the when it comes to deputy and president of a country. If the DA gets into talks with the ANC and settle for deputy president, that will be the highest point where a political achievement that John Steenhuisen can have. So why would he stop speaking to the ANC? Because the ANC is white monopoly capitalist anyway. So for me, if I was the DA, I would speak to the ANC. Why not? I'm currently serving 14 years for something I did not do. Are you in prison right now? Zumunkolo, you are in prison right now, serving 14 years for something that you did not do. What do you mean? Hey, you guys like pleading guilty for rubbish, yo. Don't plead guilty, guys. Don't listen to a state-owned, lawyer saying to you, you must plead guilty. I'm sending you my email. Send me an email. I don't know why is it that our prisoners have got phones, but anyway, I'm sending you an email. Send me an email there and tell me your story. Let me see if I can assist you or not. Listen, I think we still need the ACDP in some way, shape, or form in Parliament, because of we need some political parties that are religious based, according to me. King, can Zuma be president for the second time? I mean, I think you wanted to say third time. Yes, but not the entire term. I think he will be president for 8 months or something like that if the constitution is not changed. If MK gets in there and when he is president and changes the constitution, he can finish the third term. The ANC is still a powerhouse any party that wants to be close to power, they need to align with the ANC. And that's a sad story, Tulane. Thank you so much for dropping that one. It is true. The ANC is the kingmaker type of a thing. They will always be the main card, the main attraction. Everyone actually wants to speak to the ANC. You are stupid if you don't want to speak to the ANC as a political party. And for me, I will respect you because of morals, values, and morals that you carry yourself with, for not what you call voting or speaking to the ANC. Junior, welcome, Junior. Ish King, it must uh, it must not be easy to get into jail than to go out. Uh, it's much easier to go into jail than to go out. I know. I've got a lot of brothers in jail. I know. You listen. I know you're going to jail for nothing. Like you won't even understand why is it other people have committed serious crimes. The whole community knows about it. The police knows about it, but you just did some type of a fraud or something, and you got 8 years. You'll be just shocked how the law of our country works. And the ACDP discusses the hot heads of the parties. They are the true peacekeepers of and from useless. They pray for all of us. I also pray for everyone. I also pray for everyone. Yeah, no, I don't have a problem with the ACDP. All of these religious parties, I think they do have a space. Amanda, you don't have to defend them. You don't have to sell them. They do deserve a space in government. I don't have a problem with them, honestly. Speaking with you, my queen, don't have a problem with them. I think talking is better than fighting. We are smart enough to resolve our issue without violence. If you are in jail, unfortunately, you should pursue your freedom. Yes, yeah, no, we will. Yeah, listen, when it comes to the land issue, because we're going back to the land issue, I'm saying when it comes to the land issue, anything acquired, bought, obtained before 1994 is illegal according to us as Pan Africanists. No, nobody's violent. Um, don't create a debate now that is not related to the topic on the comment section, guys. We don't know why the gentleman is in prison. Let's not let me try to find out if he will send me an email. What is the issue? I don't have a strong legal team, but I've got connections in the legal field, so maybe I can connect him to someone that can assist him. All right, sorry, boss. No problem. Please wash your hands before you touch the water. What is Junior talking about? Back to the obtain again. Okay. I hate incompetent lawyers who failed to understand and communication problems. I feel appeal and I ran out of money. Okay. Yeah, listen. Yeah, you of course you will run out of money, and that is why the poorest of the poor. That's why I said the death penalty will only affect black people, and this is a prime example. Zamukolo is suffering because of he has what you call he has Xolo, what I'm asking you is that are you in prison right now? Are you chatting in prison right now? That's what I'm asking. Give me a yes or no when it comes to that question. Are you in prison right now as we speak? Are you? Because obviously the answer is yes, but I don't want to assume. Are you in prison right now? And I did put my email there. Please make sure that you send me an email. Let me see if I can assist you. I hope you didn't kill someone. I hope you didn't kill someone. Mabulala umuntu hayi mina ngizingeni inja yami. Hayi angizingeni. But if it's not murder, the others I will try to assist you. You can't be murder if you got such a little time. Back to the land, man. Kaula said something about Ushaka Marine World being built and us what? Sorry guys, my eyes and the screen are making us all control graves. Ancestral graves being built on ancestral graves. Skeletons were dug out upon excavation. My goodness, Ushaka Marine World, really? Well, I'm not surprised. Where I come from, there's a notorious road called the Mloto Road. I'm sure you guys have heard about it because every Easter it takes people there, and there's a lot of accident that's happening there. And the apartheid government built a road on top of a graveyard. That is that's very unfortunate, eh? That's very unfortunate. That is why land is so important, because we as Africans take where we sleep, our last sleeping place, very serious and very, we respect that place is a holy ground, a ground where you enter into another dimension. But if if people choose profit over anything else, they will dig bones and throw them away and nothing will happen, because profit is important to them. And if you go on with a petition and say, people, let's vote that Oshaka Marine must be closed, you will be surprised. It's black people that will say, Amen, leave Oshaka Marine. We are enjoying ourselves there. They will turn against you. They will turn against you. I was speaking to my lawyer, and my 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 legal advisor was saying, listen, be careful what you say, King, because some other things, because he watches most of my videos, and he said there's other things that you said that are small, but if I took you to court, I would be able to win that case against you if you don't have a good legal representative. Understand? And the people that you are speaking for in YouTube, they will not be there in court when you are facing their music, which is true. You see, so we try. I'm a hard head. I'm a don't care type of a guy. It's like I'm ready to be prosecuted and killed for standing up for my people. I'm ready, even if my people will not appreciate it at the end. For me, I will still do it, because when my children watch my videos back, when my children get the reasons, when I'm no longer on this earth, I want my children to say, my father was not a coward. My father stood up for what he believed, and he died for what he believed. For me, that is one of the greatest honors that you can leave your children after land. So I'm saying, excuse me. So I'm saying, we as Pan-Africanists, by the time we take power back, because our power will be organized from the grounds up, not from parliament down, from the people. The people's revolution will come. How will your land be distributed? Let me hear. Do you consider all land purchased after 1994 legally acquired? Oof. Oh, that's two very difficult questions that have been asked there, just made, and Amanda, Amanda, the vet. Apparently, two white people are asking this question. Which one must I start with? Let me start with Amanda, then get with Just Meet second. Amanda is asking, do you consider all land purchased after 1994 legally acquired? It's a big question. It's a big question. It's a big question. It's a big question. That's why we need to sit down, apply our minds, and analyze all the scenarios. Thank you for that question, by the way. Analyze the scenarios and see actually what is what. Because I want to link wealth generated before 1994 as illegal money also. So when we come to the land issue and procuring it post 1994, let's say a white person has bought a farm, from a black family in okay, let's say last year they bought a white family has bought a farm, many hectares, for 4,000 hectares from a black family in 2023. What then do we say about that? Again, let's just explore all the scenarios. A white family or a white person has bought land from another white person or an Indian person or what other races you have? Chinese, and because I see Chinese people also land or own land in South Africa. My goodness, we are finished. Or a black person, and they bought it in 2023. They bought it last year. What then do we say? And they are taking this land and they are making a farm out of it. And from making a farm out of it, they are producing food for the local shop and the community that is around it. What do we say about that? Okay, I want to answer that. I think it must depend on how the mentioned you acquired it from go to our own. And just go, okay, listen to me, my African people, because these questions is questions that must be answered and completely broken down when we're creating the new land policy. These questions are going to come to the table, and there's no way of running away from this type of questions. That's question number one. So what white people don't understand is that we as Africans know which land belong to which clan, and which clan owned which district, and which king owned that land, and which chief lived in that land before 1994 and before the colonizers came here. We know where we were staying. Understand? So if you would have bought a land in Kimberley, for example, outside Kimberley, let's say 20 kilometers outside Kimberley. Kimberley is a town. You bought a farm as a white person outside Kimberley, some good 200 hectares. That land belonged to Kgosi Kgaleshiwe. Kgosi Kgaleshiwe's descendant have got a claim to that land. Okay, it's a very difficult thing, and that's why we wanted to sort out the land issue before 1994. On 1994. But the only person that did not want to submit to the new constitution that Mandela was negotiating with the white people, about de Klerk and them, is Chris Hani. And Chris Hani was a thorn to the white people. Remember, he by that time was the commander of Umkhonto weSizwe, and they assassinated him. And by assassinating him, they made the negotiations become that much easier. Go and watch what Chris Han was saying. So, Amanda, I will have to discuss that with a lot of other Pan-Africanists on the table, and hear their point of view. What are they saying about that? That's a very good question. I'll have to apply my mind to that one before I answer. Just whatever, mate. Let me read this. And King, when are you going to have a live guest? If it would be much easier to have uh, us voice our inputs instead of typing. I hate typing. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. Well, if you guys want to come through, by all means, we can every Friday sit here in my house and have a talk if you are around. Because the problem is that I stay in Northern Cape. Understand? My problem is that I stay in Northern Cape, and for what God has called me for, and listen to me very carefully, my African brothers and sisters. I am going to answer the other questions. I hate typing. I know what you're saying. That's why I don't understand why YouTube does not upgrade and put a voice note option so that we can listen to voice notes. I don't know why YouTube is not upgrading for that. We need to create our own apps and stop depending on America, Google, Wikipedia, and all YouTube, X, and all of these apps. None of them are from Africa. We as Africans, when it comes to technology, the fourth industrial age, revolution, we are behind. We are very behind. So we need to create our own apps. So when it comes to that, also welcoming people into my house, because of the calling that God has given me for Pan-Africanism. When I bring people here, I might um, I might change the venue for the sake of the safety of my family. You know, um, I might change the venue. I I I I I am a firearm owner, a licensed firearm owner. My wife knows how to use a firearm, but um, when people come for you, people come for you. We don't fear death, of course, but you can't be careless also, just allowing anyone in your house. Do you give it back to the original clan, not to the clan who took it? um, yes, there's those technicalities, but like I say, without any question, without any doubt, when you ask African people where they stay, when you ask elders to say whose land is this, elders can give you that answer easily. Elders can give you that answer easily wherever you go, whether you are in Guyana, whether you're in Seshego, whether you are in Mahikeng, whether you are in Port Elizabeth, wherever you are, the elders, they know who was the king that was ruling there. Usually, the king's descendant and family are still alive and still somewhere there. Um, and also you need to empower them because they need to redistribute that land to the community at large. That's why we say when the kings own the land, it's easy to get the land, but the government needs to then re-empower them and give them guidelines, not give them rules or whatever, but guidelines to say, kings, this is how you should distribute your land according to African costume. Thank you so much for that question. I can't answer it to your satisfaction, but I hope I gave you some type of an idea. We do know who owned which land where. Here in Northern Cape, when we go to the Khoi and the San people, the Nama people, when you speak to them, you hear, I work with them, so I know which chief owns which land. They know. They just know that that farm of that white person is actually in the land of chief so and so. So it's easy to identify that also there. Let me try to get into the comment section. What about KZN that Shaka Zulu gave to the English for Western doctors saving his life? saving his life. We take it back. You will have to discuss that with the Zulus. I'm not Zulu. You'll have to discuss that. Luckily, with the Zulu kingdom, you have they have the strongest kingdom here in South Africa. So that will have to be discussed with the Zulus. I'm not Zulu, so I wouldn't know how they would sort that out. But at least there will be discussions around that, and talking about that and getting the answer. Many enemies agents in the chat who are invested in the status quo of landlessness for the yes. I get it. I get it. My what you call my legal advisor said, King, you must be careful what you say on the lives and whatever. He's here. He's not gonna comment. I think I saw his comment somewhere in the top. But he's here, usually does not comment and all of that. But yeah, these agents. So what must we do? We must fear for our life. I'm not that type of a person. Not a, I don't have fear. Unfortunately, I just I that's why I want to protect my family. I want to do that, but I don't fear that. I will not be the first person where uh, people enter his home and shoot and kill. That is the South Africa we stay in, unfortunately. You can put cameras there. You can put securities at the door. You can, like, when it's your time according to them. These people can make your time and they can take your life. And for that reason, because we don't know when that time is coming, I choose not to fear. I just choose not to fear. The only gift that God can give me is that I die fighting. And I don't just turn around and there's a bullet in my head, like AKA. At least a fighting chance would be nice. But you can't control. The white monopoly capitalist will use my people to kill me eventually. That's how they did it with not Chris Hani, what you call, um, the general of Mozambique, Samora Michel. That's what they did with Lumumba in Congo. That's what they did with Thomas Sankara. And we can go on and on and on by naming these people, up to even Shaka Zulu. So we can speak. What exactly is your level of education? Let me block this one and ask me my level of education. The current title deed has not handers must show us the original title deed. Um, there was a time where, you see, my lawyer said I must not say these things. How can I say it without saying it? My lawyer specifically said, King, don't, because I work for the Department of Agriculture. There is cases and scenarios that 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 are land related that we come across. Let me see, what can I say without saying it? There are white farm owners that own land, that have fenced it, but cannot prove via title deed that this land is theirs. Let me say that much. Unfortunately, I work for the state. I can't say more. I want to say more, and that's why I need freedom of income so that I can say whatever I want to say. Because also from where I work, I know there are agents that have been sent to watch everything I say on my YouTube channel, because I am not so much pro ANC, and obviously I work for an ANC government. But I'm not really anti-ANC. I grew up in the ANC. I love myself, the ANC. It's just that the ANC has not delivered what they wanted to deliver. So we are watching and accepting other other options. Why must we die in the ANC while the ANC is busy killing us? So also at work, I've been also warned quite a few times, but nobody has taken a step. Because I'm saying to you guys, anyone that is threatening legal action against me, take the step. Take the step. Let's meet in court. So what? And in fact, my lawyers that I'm paying every month, the last time we had a case was during COVID. So I'm paying these people a lot of money. They need to work. They need to work. So by all means, no one owns land in Africa. No one owns land in Africa. Yeah, better. So why is it in the white hands? Mr. Low, is it fair for us as young people to be talking about whose land it is, and what do we think could be the way about going to distribute the land? Yeah, if we as young people chat low, if we don't speak about it, then who must speak about it? Our elders are clearly not interested in this. They are looking at retirement and death. If we, the young people, don't speak about it, where is our children going to grow up? If the statistics of land has been changing so ever slowly, so slowly over 30 years, who is to say in the next 30 years it's going to remain the same? 30 years from now, we'll be talking about 7% of the population owning 60% of the land. What is that nonsense? We as young people, we must speak about those things. It is our right to speak about. The way it should be distributed is calculating the percentage of people. Like if white people are 7 and less percent of the population, and from that 7 and less percent of the population, only 4% are elders. The others are children under the age of 18. And from that, only 1.8% are rich. And from that 1.8%, actually, it's them that own the land. You understand what I'm saying? So why is it that these African people that claim to be from this land and they were found here in this land, why must they suffer? And why is it that the land question must be always brushed aside? Let's not talk about land. If we are failing to address the land, I told my friend today who's in the ANC, I said, listen, if we fail to address the land, what white people think is that black people are slowly becoming weaker and forgetting about the land. But I told my friend, I said, if we don't address the land issue for the coming generation, there is coming a generation that is going to be violent in nature. There is coming a generation that is not going to want to understand any nonsense that the government will be saying. They will be willing to take and kill for the land and die for the land. Let us not wait until that generation comes. That generation is slowly waking up. That generation is slowly being born. Let's not get to a point where genocide is going to happen for land. We don't need that. Let's address the land now. The white people need to come to the table and say, listen, I'm owning this farm. I don't need this much land. I only have 3 kids and my wife and 4 dogs. That's all I have. I don't need much. What does the government want to do with this land that I'm on? And the government then negotiates and talks with that person. Listen, we're going to take this part and we're going to continue farming like you are farming. We're going to put employees that are government employees because this farm is going to change into a state farm. That is what we talk about when we are talking about nationalization. That's what we're talking about. But white people don't want to come to the table and negotiate with us. They want to keep this land that was stolen. They want to keep this land to say, I bought it, I have a title deed, you can't do anything to me. And that is the problem. That when people die, then it becomes like Africans are barbaric, but they are the ones who took this land by killing. They are the ones that had genocide upon us. They genocide us. They killed us for our land. Today we are saying, can we please get to the table, sit down, talk about this thing of the land? They don't want to come to the table because African people are stubborn by nature. We work with them. We work with them. We know them. You understand? What are you saying about Shaka Zulu? Shaka Zulu survived an assassination attempt, and summoned white English doctors to use Western medicine to save his life. How would you know that? Help him. Then he learned that is now Devon. Not all land was owned. Yes, not all land was owned. We agree with that. At Alexander, what was King's education has to do with this? Yeah, no, I blocked that one. Uzongibuza education level. One thing for sure, I'm more educated than a normal person is, and more educated than most people anyway. Let me say that. I'm not a matriculant like John Steenhuisen. I'm not a matriculant. One thing for sure. One thing for sure. I'm not a matriculant like John Steenhuisen. And also, I'm not proud of this Western education that I hold. I don't put my degrees on the wall. I don't care about those things. Anyway, hiking, I believe land is an issue, should be something on the table and a priority number one. I think the rightful owners should be given their power. Let them decide what they would do with the land, the goods of the land. Yes, that's it. That's it. This nonsense that you want to take land from white people and then you want to make it state owned cannot work. Cannot work. Give the land back to the chiefs and the kings of our land. And where there is a case where it is not clear who actually was the king, because other people are going to come out and say, actually, no, this is my grandfather's land. The other ones are going to come out and say, actually, this is my grandmother's land. The others are going to say, no, my grandfather ruled this land. And there's going to be those type of cases. Then we've got the land claim court for that. We need to get a court that will decide who to give that land, and at the end the people must accept who the court will give the land to, and the one who has the land must know it, they are getting it to be the administrators for distribution. Let me say that. Okay, it is a issue. I consider myself African, ancestors been here for over 300 years. Amanda, my sweetheart, you are not African. You are born in Africa. You have African citizenship. Looks like from reading your comments, you are a nice person, but African you are not. African, African you are not. Cannot take my wife, go to China and sleep with her. She becomes pregnant. She gives birth, and we call our child Chinese. Cannot be. There is no confusion according to that when it comes to black people. Wherever black people are, they are called Africans. So why is it you? Because Amanda, and it's not an attack specifically to you. Why is it that is it to you as a Caucasian person, white person, that when you are born, wherever you are born, you want to claim the citizenship or the race of that land? Because citizenship is something different, but race remains a race. You are white, that's it. I know if you don't know where you come from because your ancestors have been here for 300 years, that is your problem. You need to go ask your white people from where your bloodline is from. Germany, from the Dutch, from Europe. I don't know where in Europe, but you need to sort that question out for yourself, just like as colored people are stuck with the question of who actually is our ancestors, and they are trying to reverse and read back to their bloodline and question their ethnic group, their original ethnic group. The farmer land ownership issue is not confusing to Africans. We know exactly what was disposed and how it was uh, deposed. The fear that the what is this? The fear that the minority has is that Africans will do as they did to them. That is their biggest fear. Fred Abantu, Amanda, your ancestors are in Europe. Yes, Amanda, I don't know. You are in a Pan Africanist channel, my sweetheart. You don't. So many comments. My God. Um, don't even go on. Don't even take that route. It's not. It's not an issue. You might love Africa. You might do whatever to Africa, but you are not African, my queen. And that is not an insult. That is not. It's a fact. It's not. It's nothing you should take personal. You're not African. That's it. When we have to speak about the land issue and the importance, we remember Solomon Mahlangu. Yeah, we remember Solomon Mahlangu. I know Solomon Mahlangu's family. I grew up with some of his family, even though they were not that much political, but I grew up with Solomon Mahlangu, and for a 21-year-old to be hanged and to say those words that he said, whew, I'm sure it was going to be a nice thing to meet Solomon Mahlangu. That's a political identity, not a genetic. Yeah, let's not debate Amanda's ethnic group here. She's white. She's not African. Full stop. That ends there. That's not one thing for sure. Lovusi is a key to education. Okay. Okay, share. We should have food produced on. Let me hear. Ed King need to learn how to use StreamYard or host live, and I need to. You know what? You're right. You're right. I have a laptop. I don't know. I don't know why am I not doing that. The conversation need various voices. You are totally right. Please, I need to go to this other friend who always goes to the land, goes always go to the land, always goes to live streams and all of that. He needs to teach me how I need to go live with the phone and the laptop at the same time. Bro, that's the whole one man show right there. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get it right. You cannot define my birthplace. Your birthplace is Africa, but your ethnic group is not African, my queen. Um, and my great grandfather was African, and you are disregarding that. You are looking at the skin color again. Yes, we must look at the skin color, my queen. You do not have white settlers. White settlers when justice. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Listen. Um, fear not for your life. What's her name again? Amanda. Fear not for your life. This current Pan-Africanist movement is not for revenge. It's not for anything. But we have to make sure that it's clear that we tell our colonizers and our settlers that they are not white. They are not African. It's very important. North Africa is still colonized by the Arabs, by but originally from African Israel. Yes, yes. It's very sad what is happening in the north of Africa. Tunisia, Libya, Egypt, and all of the. When you watch these people's TV, soccer teams, national teams, and all of that, you would think there's no black people in those lands. The proper racism is still happening. The proper colonization is still happening in north of Africa right now as we speak. Still happening right now. Most evil people that you can meet, the Libyans and the Egyptians. When my friend went to Egypt, and when he got there in a small community outside what is their main town. He got there and they met black people there. My African friend was shocked that these African people in Egypt, and those people told them, "Listen, we are the original people." These people are getting into the tombs and getting into the pyramids and repainting the skin color of the people on the of the drawings on the tombs. There's a documentary about it. You guys go and just research it. I don't fear for my life. I have been to Nigeria. It's quite hectic there with religion. Ooh. When it comes to Christianity, icon. Nigerians don't play around. I've heard that they have sweet names after Bantu. Even black Muslims are still called slaves. Yes, in those countries, I am telling you, um, I'm forgetting one country. It's like Libya, Tunisia, Egypt. There's one I'm forgetting. Why am I forgetting this stupid country? The one with the red, I think their flag has got red something. Why am I forgetting? My goodness, the first time I forget. Morocco, yes. I don't know why their name completely, I got Sbu, Injayam. Yo, I completely forgot about Morocco. You would think that there's no black people in those lands. They will tell you, no, there's these Arabs rule there. Our people continuously being killed. They don't even have a voice. Yeah, because those countries control the social media. If you post nonsense, they're going to find you, jail you, or kill you. That's what they do. That's what they do. And I don't know why Libya tend to be like that, because Gaddafi was a true Pan-Africanist, a true Pan-Africanist for Africa, wanted to unite Africans. And just like all heroes in Africa, they send his people to kill him. People, don't play around with the like button. You're not paying any money to click the like button for your boy King 053, Mr. Easy Imali Enengi Zinjiva. Ka ganya ke mang sa ganya ke nna 16 tiding sa le roba le theka ke sefatana se se sa fat. You guys, where were you? Fred, hit the like button, my people. Hit the like button for your boy King 053 Easy Imali Eneng. I appreciate it so much. Yeah, the video I'm going to upload tomorrow of Violet Zungula, please just watch it. It's that video when I was, excuse me, when I was watching it was thought provoking to me that what is it that we're going to do with the land that was acquired before 1994. It's a nice discussion to have. It's a nice discussion to have. If we can have people like Amanda, white people coming to the table, being respectful, coming and being open-minded and saying, listen, here's the situation. What do we do? And it's actually, this is the first time I have a live video or feed, whatever you call it, and the comment section is not bombarded with racism. So first time we get light-headed people like Amanda who we can speak to. Usually I block all white people. I see a white face, I block. I see a white face, I block because of the insults that a person gets. And I'm not here for that. I'm here to discuss things with my African people, the people that love me, the people I love, the people that wants to see Africa become great again, Africa uniting, Africa having one currency, Africa having one army, Africa, not dependent on Europe, Russia, or China, or America, Africa that is developed, Africa that is in the forefront of everything that has to do with development, Africa that can build multiple Dubais in Africa because we have the oil, we have the minerals, we have everything that we need. We just need leaders that can stand up and do the proper thing. King, do you know Black history that predates colonization? Yes. Yes, most of my studies, when you do, when you do, what you call, when you want to speak about the origin of Africa, you must go pre-colonization to understand Africa properly. If you don't do that, you are missing a huge part of what Africa was like. You would think that Africa was not developed in any way, shape, or form until the colonizers came. You will not understand anything. And also, not only Africa, you will not understand what happened to the African kingdoms, African people. That took over Europe, even China, even America before the Columbus traveled to America. We were there before. If you look at Russia, you saw recently when Putin opened the scrolls and the pictures of the Christian people, on the old Christian people, you saw it was people like me and you and yourself. So we as Africans have been ruling this country. The why we stopped ruling is the big question that many philosophers disagree with, and all of that. It's a beautiful history to read, my people. Please make sure that you continuously educate yourself from with when it comes to Africa before colonization. It's a beautiful thing. I'm writing actually a book that I will be finished with it in March next year. It's called Seed of a Black Man. It also covers parts of that those things. And for those who need my first book, I said, Lena, you guys need to make sure that you get this book. As an African child, you need to read this book. I've got quite some few books here. Black Nation, Know Yourself. I've got quite some few books that I read and all of that. But just Google, man. Luckily, if you are lazy to read, you have YouTube now. You can listen to audiobooks and all of that stuff. King, I'm looking. You were eating each other. Okay. Do you know how a picture painting put up to the world was formed? Uh, oh, guys, okay, guys. I'm tired now. I can't even read your comments the way I'm tired. What time is it? Past 12. My God. Whew. Every time you watch my videos, you will see this clock at the back of me, and you can see what time I'm recording the videos. And you will see every time I record, almost every time, it's either 2:12, past 12, past 2. Yesterday I slept at 2 o'clock trying to make making content, and my mic was acting up. But anyway, for today, I think I got a very interesting engagement with you guys. I'm going to think over this thing about land before 1994. I want to, I want to, I want to have a deeper conversation with my people, and see what they are saying. Yes, yeah. Some other things is not insulting, just normal racism. I'm used to that. I'm used to that. I'm a child that was blessed in a strange way because I attended 10 different schools in my life, where my mother, in a pursuit of looking for good education for me. She sent me to white schools, and it was mostly boarding schools. So in boarding schools, in hostel schools, when I grew up, you experience, especially in primary, you experience the raw racism there, because we could not understand why is it that we have our own class as black people, and we have white people have got their own class. They made the excuse to say, no, the white kids are learning in Afrikaans and you are learning in English, so that is why you are separated. But then there were white kids that were learning in English that were still not in our class. I traveled the country when it comes to my schooling years. So I'm immune to it. Racism does not bother me anymore, especially when it's not face to face. When it's face to face, I'm a different person. But on social media, I know it takes no bravery, it takes no guts, it takes no balls to insult someone being what we call a keyboard gangster on social media and insulting them. It just makes people see that intellectually you can't make your point and all that. But anyway, let me go and sleep, guys. Let's meet again Sunday. I'll see if I can get here at 10 o'clock. Sunday. Let's meet at Sunday, guys, and see what is what. And see what is going on. I'll see you guys. Yeah, we call them keyboard gangsters. They will threaten the shit out of you on the keyboard, and if you don't know yourself, people threatening a professional boxer. I'm a professional boxer. You know, I you, you don't know. So, Mr. Imali Enengi, Mina, I really don't understand why it's majority denying the truth of the peace. We can't make, guys. You guys, I know you guys are gonna go on the conversation without stopping. That is why we need YouTube to help us, so I can have you guys. I can put one of you guys on, and you guys can speak and all of that, so that I can hear I can see your face when you're giving your opinion, hear your voice. I would love to hear some of you's voice. Some of you are so much more informed than me. I'm just the guy with the YouTube channel. So I thank you guys so much. I thank you guys so much. On Sunday we will speak about um, on Sunday, we will speak about the school that we are building, Paseta, the Pan African School of Economics, Agriculture, the Pan African School of Economics, Technology, and Agriculture. We are building Paseta, guys. There is some progress in that regard. Sebusuku manje, ngifuna ukulala manje. Sekulapile banu, sekulapile kaneti. You need to do that. It will help avoid engaging with. Yes, I'm going to do that. I must just go meet this other brother who does that on his YouTube channel, so that he can teach me how to set up my laptop and everything. I don't even have a table here. I must buy a table so that I can do that, and then make sure that I engage with you guys. Don't forget. Don't forget to watch, man. No, I watch what? Khawula ini? Ngikhawule ini manje? Uthini kanti? Ngigeze before ngiza la. Every time mangiza live ngiyageza. Angizi la ngingakagezi mina. Oh, okay. Oh, don't forget to watch Khawula. Hayi Nkosi yami. Okay, ngizombukela. Sorry. Our African names have got meanings. Hey, sengiyazibuza ukuthi I thought ukuthi bowufuna ukuthi ngingakhohlwi ukugeza. Don't forget to wash. So this is not my mother's tongue. English is like the 8th or 9th language that I speak. I speak all 11 official languages. I speak a little bit of Kiswahili. I speak Shona, a little bit of Portuguese. So Yes, sorry for that. Sorry for that. Go and rest, man. But we need more conversations like this. Thank you so much. I love you guys so much, and I see you guys next time. Sunday. Let's do that. Let's meet together. Hambolala. Nafuraha kukutana na Nina. Thank you so much, guys. I see you guys next time. Peace in Pan African. You guys are not stopping on the conversation. Iman, yeah, sharp. Let's meet next time. I love you guys so much, and don't forget to make love lead in every conversation, in anything that you are doing in love, in life. Let love lead first. Be slow to anger. Be slow to anger. Be slow to reacting barbaric. Be slow to do anything. Make sure that your superior logic leads your conversation. And I will close with these words. Let me close with these words. If you want to buy without looking at the price, you must be able to work without looking at the clock. Okay, so I hope you guys got that one. If you want to buy without looking at the price, you have to be willing to work without looking at the clock. Until we meet next time, don't forget to pray. And after you pray, stand up, do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan Africanism. I salute you guys.